Podcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's just an amazing joy to see everyone on here with me this evening. This is a very unusual psychic hour this evening. As you all know, we are in the middle of a worldwide viral pandemic. So it's astonishing to see everyone set aside their cares and their worries and their concerns and take time to be here with me online tonight. So first of all, I want to thank everyone for being here. You folks are just absolutely amazing. And I'm never, ever surprised at any of the wonderful things that you do and say and ask when you're on here with me monthly on my free psychic hour. So thank you for being here and sharing this time with me right now. I also want to make a note that this is a very special psychic hour for still another reason. As I said in my advertising for this particular month, because the pandemic is so widespread, the coronavirus has affected everyone in the world, whether it's because you are actually ill or know someone who's ill, or because it's affected your income, or it's affected your job, or it's affected your ability to interact with your social life, the people that you hold near and dear. This is an absolutely amazing thing that we are all facing all over the world. In my editorial this month, I spoke about community. If you haven't read that, I hope that you'll go to my website or resurrect my newsletter wherever you found it or wherever you dumped it and read my editorial. It is about community. And it's in events like this one where we come together to do a world healing, because we're going to do that as we get into the hour. We're going to do that before we get into Q&A, before we get into questions and answers. And we're going to be able to work with healing ourselves, healing our friends and our neighbors and our loved ones, healing our municipality and our country, and healing various parts of the world that we live on. We're going to do this absolutely amazing healing work this evening. And I know that so many of you have joined me here this evening are wonderful, gifted healers. And so I really appreciate that, yes, you come here for your normal Q&A to ask your psychic hour question, but you've also come here for a far bigger purpose, and that's to give selflessly of yourselves. And in the process, you yourself will receive healing as well. Now, always when we start the psychic hour, just in case we have some stragglers, I like to start with what I call housekeeping, and that's just an update for you folks who are here of what's going on in my world and what is coming up, so that you'll have an ability to keep up with what I'm doing here online and elsewhere. And there have been a lot of things going on, in spite of the fact that it feels like so much in our world has come to a standstill. So the first thing I want to make mention of, I'm going to kind of go down from the moving in a clockwise direction here so you can read with me. The first thing I want to make mention of, and this to me is very big, in my newsletter, you'll have noted that I mentioned that I canceled my psychic cruise that is basically every 2 years. I canceled my psychic cruise for 2020 because I saw the pandemic affecting the cruise terminal that we were going to leave out of, which was in Fort Lauderdale. And that I canceled it just before the cruise line themselves said we're going to start canceling these cruises. So it was really timely anyway for that reason. But at the time I announced that, I hadn't yet rescheduled the next cruise. And I thought about it and I said, well, people in our world right now, folks, we need something to look forward to. We need to know that life goes on. We need to know that this is a continuing journey and the good stuff still happens. And so I told my travel agent to go ahead and reschedule it. We are going to be taking the exact same cruise that we would have taken this April. And that cruise is going to take us to Cozumel, and it's going to take us to the DR, that's the Dominican Republic, I think, or Haiti. It's the Cruise Line's private island over there, and we're going to be on Royal Caribbean, and it's from April 10th to April 15th of 2021. Now, guess what? Because of what's going on worldwide with the pandemic, and cruise lines are really wanting to make sure that people stick with them, we're getting a great price right now as well. So I wanted to get this on here as quickly as I could for you. And if you are interested in booking that cruise, it's open for booking right now through my travel agent, Pat Frank. If you book by April 29th, you're going to get the absolute best price that the cruise line is going to offer on that group, because we sail as a group. So if you have any more questions on that, you can contact either Pat Frank, our travel agent who is with Expedia, or you can contact Lisa, my assistant who knows everything. Okay. And she'll get you Pat's phone number to connect with also. If it's not on the website yet, my announcement to you tonight is beating the website. So this isn't even up there yet. VIPs. We have a lot of VIP people on here tonight. I've noticed that VIPs are my membership program that's on my website. I said, watch out for a special announcement coming soon. And folks, this affects everyone. If you're interested in a complete education in metaphysics that covers some 35 years worth of audio classes, recorded audio classes that are downloadable to your own computer, you will find those classes in my VIP membership program. And because of everything that's going on, and we have this extra time at home, I have just reduced the price for that. If you join now, you'll be grandfathered in for $10 a month or $99 a year. And my existing VIPs who were originally grandfathered in from way back when at that price, I have a little gift for you that I'm going to be talking about later on in the month. So watch out for that gift in your mailbox. But anybody right now can join for $10 a month. If you previously belonged to the VIP at the $20 a month price, which was its normal rate, you can cancel your membership. Just cancel it and reactivate it at the $10 a month price, grandfathered in, or $99 a year price, save a little more money there, and you'll be grandfathered in for life. Okay, so this is really in everybody's best interest to jump in and do that if that is something which interests you. You can listen any place, because guess what? My website now, over here it is, has an app. So that app is on your telephone. You can listen to every program that's in my VIP membership area on your telephone, any smart device, your iPod, your iPad, anything. You can listen to it through my app. Your next VIP hour, folks, where we go over questions on any of these classes in the VIP area, is going to be April 30th. So if you're a VIP, please make a note of that, April 30th this year, 2020. Okay, we also have, and please make a note of this, the next Kabbalah Pathworking class. People always ask me about that, Sandy. When is your next Kabbalah Pathworking class? I've heard how wonderful that class is. When is it? I wish it was on right now, because it would really help everyone with dealing with the stress levels that are going on everywhere around us right now. But if you want to jump ahead, you can, because even though I'm not teaching it online until July 8th, the paths are all free of charge on my website under the free downloads. Okay? So if you go there and sign up for, I think you have to sign in for the newsletter, but you can get those paths for free and you can start to work through them right now on your own. What's the difference between doing that and working through the path working with me? Well, I'm teaching it, okay? And we're going over it deep down and personal. And it's just an amazing, amazing class. But the actual guided visualizations, the actual paths, you can do for free on my website. They will always be free on my website. Why? Because I consider Kabbalah Pathworking to be that important. People of all nations, races, colors, religions need to be able to experience and study that information, which takes them deep inside and helps them to deal with all kinds of things that are external by healing the internal self. Okay, so I'm telling you that so that yes, you can take the class with me, but you can jump in right now, free of charge, if you need that extra help and if this interests you. Folks, my next psychic hour, please make a note of it, is May 3rd of 2020. So it's next month, May 3rd. Okay, are you ready? We're just about all here. I don't see any more stragglers coming in. And I think that my wonderful assistant Lisa has everybody muted. So if people do come in late, they're not going to be disturbing us. So we're going to jump into a world healing circle. Folks, I want you to close your eyes right now. And I know you want to look at me, but these things always seem to work better with your eyes closed. So close your eyes. And I want you to first surround yourself with a beautiful, glistening, glittering white light. Now take a deep, 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 deep breath, filling first your lungs, pushing down on your diaphragm, filling your belly. Hold it for a second. And now exhale it gently. Feel all of the stress, all of the tension, all of the worry, anything that's been concerning you or occupying and distracting your mind. Feel all of those things dripping away, draining into the earth beneath your feet. Now visualize a column of light coming down from above your head. Focusing your attention on that column of light, breathe that light deep into your body, filling first your lungs, dropping your diaphragm, then filling your belly. And now as you breathe out, I want you to push that column of light down through the bottoms of your feet into the earth, grounding yourself. So now you're grounded and centered and you're sitting in a column of light. Breathe in again. Breathe this time through the column of light into your heart. And fill your heart with white light. And as you exhale, breathe out. Push that white light out, 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 all around you, so that you, your whole home, your whole block, your whole neighborhood, the building you live in, everything around you is surrounded by this intense, glowing, brilliant, gem-like white light. Do you feel your hands buzzing? Do you feel your crown tingling? Do you feel your throat widening? Do you feel your chest expanding? Do you feel your root grounding? You ready to do some healing work, my friends? First, focus on anyone, any person or animal that you are close to, that you know right now needs healing energy. Make a picture of that person in your mind or that animal in your mind. In your mind, ask them, do they want to be healed? If they shake their head yes, you may proceed. If they shake their head no, let them go and get someone else. I'll give you a moment to do that. Now take a ray of light from your forehead. Color that light purple and project that light to the higher self, the energy field around that person who has said yes to being healed. Now, still holding that purple light from your forehead, take another stream of light. This one is blue and it's from your throat. And breathe that light also to that person you're healing. See the purple light and the blue light entering their energy field and swirling around them. Now take a pink light from your heart and project that pink light out to the person you're sending healing to, and add it to the colors swirling around them. And watch those colors swirl together, pink and blue and purple, swirling, swirling. And then suddenly, from outside of you, from above that person, you see a golden light adding itself to that color, surrounding them and swirling and healing all that needs to be healed within them. And at the same time, you feel those golden flowers of light pouring down from above and filling your own energy field 5 times over with threads and sparkles of gold that begin to come out of your body in all directions as that healing energy flows through you into the world around you. Now focus on that person you're healing again. And as their healing is complete, the pink and the gold swirl together, and then their aura goes brilliant, clean, clear white. Now take a mental scissors out and cut the cord between you and them at the heart level. Watch it disappear into them and into you as that cord is cut. Now go to the throat level and cut the cord you created there. And again, those cords are reabsorbed on either end. Then go to the forehead level and cut the cord again. And that cord that connected you to their aura at the forehead level is reabsorbed into you and them again. Take a deep breath. Release and release the image of them that you've been holding in your mind. Let them go back to their space, their own world, their own life, happier and healthier. Take a moment to feel what's happened to you. Feel the energy pulsing in your palms. See the pink and gold light swirling in your own energy field in your own body with each breath you take. Breathe in a giant breath of that pink and gold light coming down from above. Hold it in your heart center. And as you breathe out, send that light to all parts of your home and of the building that you live in if you live in a multi-tenant building. Now push that pink and gold light out still further to cover the entire neighborhood that you live in. See that every place that pink and gold light permeates is being cleared. It's being cleared of all negativity, all hurt, all harm, all negative emotion, all viruses, all bacterias, anything negative is being cleared as that energy pours through you out into the world around you. Your entire community clear. Push it further still, your entire state. Breathe it in. Push it out. Your entire state cleared. Push it out still further. Whatever your nation is, your entire nation cleared. In your mind's eye, visualize the map of your own country, the place you live. See golden light from above coming down into your hometown. See pink light from above coming down into your hometown, merging with the light you just pushed through it. See that light intensifying, that gold and pink intensifying on the map in your mind. See that whole area washed clear. Spread that gold and pink light to the county. Spread it to the state or the province. Push out any darkness. Darkness can't survive where this golden and pink loving light lives. See that gold and pink light embedding itself in the earth, pushing all negativity out of the earth, pushing all negativity out of the air, out of the people in the area. It can't exist. Negativity can't exist. Hurt and harm can't exist with this joyous, loving gold, pink, and now white, brilliant white light washes the whole thing clear. Now do the same thing with the entire country, pink and gold over the entire country that you live in, seeing that country healed, seeing the negativity being pushed out, illness being pushed out, any veins of discord, hurt, harm, anything that can bring harm, being washed clean by the pink and gold light raining down upon it, being absorbed by it, clarifying, clearing, pushing out anything that's negative, cannot survive in the light. Pushing it out. Now expanding that energy still bigger, expanding it to the hot spots where the virus is, to Italy. See the golden pink light washing over the entire nation of Italy. See the pinpoints, the golden flowers of light covering that entire area, deep into the soil, into the ground, purging into the hearts and the minds and the beings of all the people, the wealth of the nation, purging, clearing, cleaning, rejoicing, love and healing, bringing white light in as that energy is purged and cleared and clarified. Keep that energy being poured in, seeing Italy clear. Darkness cannot exist in this light. Now bring your attention over to Spain, another hot spot, bringing in that pink and gold light to the entire country of Spain and its neighbor, Portugal. See it washed in gold and pink light, permeating the soil, the mountains, the plants, the hearts and the minds of all the people, of all the animals, of everyone and everything that occupies that area. seeing it washed clean with universal love, with golden flowers of light, washed clean, clarified until all that remains is brilliant white light. Focus on the hot spot of China on the other side of the world. Again, bringing in the pink and the gold on the huge nation of China and any of the surrounding countries, South Korea, the Cambodian Peninsula, Indonesia. Let your energy pull down from above the pink and gold light into those wonderful people, into that area of the planet that needs healing so deeply. Bring pink and gold into the soil, clarifying the air like rain, carrying anything negative, anything that doesn't belong, that's not healthy for those people or for the whole world, carrying it down, washing it away like rain. Golden flowers of light, pink, universal energy, permeating every aspect down into its neighbor India, through Tibet. See that golden light blending with the universal light of that pink heart-centered energy until the entire area washes with white light, brilliance, clear and clean. Move your energy now over to England and the same thing. Pink and gold, send healing energy to all of those English, Scottish, Irish, Welsh people, and across the channel to France. See that pink and gold light washing these wonderful areas. Clear, healing light, grounding all negativity. Finally being filled with white brilliance. Nothing dark can live in the light. Bring your attention down to Africa. Let all of your energy, pink, light from the heart, golden flowers of light, wash over the entire African continent, North and South Africa, even over into Turkey, Iran, Iraq, all of the Middle Eastern areas. See them washed clear of all negativity, of all things harmful, clearing everything out that can cause hurt and pain to the population that lives there. Clearing, pink, gold, lots of gold, flowers of light, wonderful pink, heart-centered light, pouring down like rain into all areas of Africa, South Africa, North Africa, the Middle Eastern continents, Middle Eastern countries. Let's not forget to move our energies up after we wash this clean with white light. Bring the white light through every part of those nations. See the white light like rain, clearing, cleansing, washing away any remaining darkness, bringing healing and health and love with it. And then moving your attention to the Scandinavian countries, Holland, Finland, all Belgium, all those Scandinavian countries, Sweden, Norway, the whole US, what used to be Russia, all those countries that used to be the Soviet Union, many of them, Russia is one of them, all of them. See it in your mind. See that whole area, right across northern Europe, all the way through to the Pacific side. Wash it with the golden flowers of light. See those golden threads insinuating themselves into every aspect of those places, the landmass itself, the mountains, the rocks, the plants, the people, filled with golden flowers of light, bringing joy, bringing enlightenment. Bring in your pink light of universal love and higher consciousness, filling that entire part of the planet. Now covering everything with the brilliant white light that pours down like rain, clearing, filling every single space with itself, replacing any space where darkness would hide. White light, brilliant, so brilliant you can't bear to look at it with your naked eyes. Now switching your attention over to Australia, to Japan, to all those islands in the Pacific, island nations, hundreds of nations, folks, hundreds of them, and bring the golden flowers of light to them, pushing that, pulling it, drawing that light in, and bringing the pink light of love, adding to that, seeing those golden threads permeating every aspect of those nations as well, making it available to all people. Love, brilliance, enlightenment coming from the gold and the pink, flooding and flowing through them. Take a breath and breathe it out. Feel that wondrous gold flowers of light entering the land, entering the plants, the animals, entering the people. See the universal love coming from a higher power, filling everyone and everything until there's no space for darkness. Bringing in the light from above and letting that white light wash through everything, filling every nook, cranny, hiding place, pushing darkness out wherever it touches. Now take a deep breath, and in your mind's eye, step back, and as if you're in space looking at our beautiful planet Earth, see our planet as if it's a globe that you can spin on an axis. See it glowing with clean, pure energy. See the golden flowers of light and the wonderful pink glowing clouds of energy. And see the white light that just permeates and glows and bursts out in rays all around that wonderful, beautiful planet that we all call home. Take a deep breath. Hold that image as long as you care to. In your mind's eye, let's all of us join hands around our lovely planet, form a big ring around the whole planet. And allow yourself to join hands with all those unseen beings who have helped us to participate in this meditation and lended us their energy. Take a deep breath again. And as you exhale it, bring your hands together in a universal heart-centered symbol in front of your heart. Palms together, fingers up. Breathe in, breathe out, namaste. Namaste. Thank your guides. Thank all the unseen beings who have loaned their energy to us to help in this work. And I thank all of you. Namaste. From my heart to your heart. Wow. I almost don't want to come back from that. That was wonderful and beautiful, everyone. Thank you so much. Lisa, let's open the lines to questions right now. They don't have to be on our meditation. They can be on anything, just like any psychic hour. And just like any other psychic hour that I do, if you send me your question, provided I didn't have a moment to answer it in this next half hour, if you send me your question before 9 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, I will be glad to answer it. Might take me a few days, but I will get to it. Lisa, who's first?
Okay, I may have missed it, but did you tell them how you like them to give their name, their sun sign, and all that?
I missed that. So thanks, Lisa. You are so wonderful. You always manage to remind me of the important things in life. Folks, as you come on, as Lisa calls on you, I need some bits of information from you. I'd like your name, just your first name will do. Please tell us where you're from and tell us what you're most grateful for at this moment in your life, at this time in your life. All love and happiness and health is built on gratitude. So I like to celebrate that in my psychic hours. So your name, your place you're living, what you're most grateful for. Then please give me your sun sign. That means the date you were born, your sun sign. And I'm going to say a few words about that. And then your question. Okay, Lisa.
Okay, our first person tonight is going to be Marcia H. Marcia, it says you're self-muted. Can you unmute your mic? Marcia Lynn. There you go. You're unmuted.
Hello there, Marcia. Let me hear you. Speak. Uh-oh. Perhaps your microphone isn't turned on or your sound isn't turned up because I am not hearing you. Okay, Lisa, I think we're going to have to come back to Marcia. Maybe she can get her kinks worked out. Let's go on to the next person.
Alrighty. The next person, excuse me, is going to be Sharon D. Sharon, you are unmuted.
Thank you. Thank you, Sandy. It was a beautiful healing.
It feels good, doesn't it?
It really does. So I am from Raleigh, North Carolina. That's where I'm living now. I am so grateful that my family is still healthy right now. And my sun sign is Capricorn.
Okay, let's find you on this chart. Now, folks, pay attention, even though this is not directly for you. As I talk about what's going on for the sun signs, a lot of this information is going to pertain to you. So even though it's not your question, you may still get your answer. Okay, first of all, as a Capricorn, tonight in my Horary chart, which is a throwaway chart just for tonight, you are occupying the third house, which is a social house. It's good for foundation education, spending time with the family, with your kids, with your sisters and brothers, which I'm imagining you're doing a lot of these days.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And because it's in Capricorn in the third house, you may very well be thinking about, okay, maybe I need to go back and develop some foundational skills in, for example, the computer field. and begin working from home using a computer or using the telephone, but you're looking at alternative ways, and folks, this is going to be all you Capricorns, looking at alternative ways to bring additional income in. You can always, Capricorn's always concerned about the foundation, the strength, the security of the family and themselves. So you're looking at ways that you can strengthen all of those things for you, for your children, for your family. And guess what? You're going to be successful with it. There is going to be something in your past, if the South Node is about past things, which is going to help you to really expand what you're doing financially and in a way that will help you to build the structure of your life in a way that establishes a much better foundation that will take you forward into a better life in the future. Now, that's going to hold true for all of the Capricorns on this call. It's also going to hold true for the Cancers, who are also very much thinking the same thing. For many of the Libras who are really deep thinking about this, almost on a deep unconscious level. And for the Aries who are busy trying to heal their day-to-day lives. And in what I just said to you, there's a lot of healing for all these people. You yourself, there's a T-square here, okay? You're getting more time to look into your relationship. And in fact, all of you cardinal signs, you're getting more time to really meditate, to sleep than you've had for probably for a year. But you're also really getting to understand where you want to go with your future. So you're prioritizing what things are the most important things in your life. So what is your specific question?
Well, funny you mention this. I have been a business coach for the last 10 years, and I also do hypnotherapy with my clients. And unfortunately, my clients are all hands-on therapists, which means they're no longer allowed to touch anyone. And that is going to continue for the foreseeable future. I have wanted to return to my roots as a hypnotherapist for many years, and I'm very seriously thinking about changing my business as of next month and not doing the business coaching and focusing solely on hypnotherapy. And it's something that I do from home by Zoom. So I was wondering what the financial outlook might look like over the next few months if I leave business coaching and really go into hypnotherapy full time.
It looks really good.
Wow.
My guides are saying that this is you're hearing your own inner guidance right now. That's what you're hearing. And
Wow.
this is like the ace you've got in your pocket that you've had all along and you forgot you had. And it's something apparently you were very successful at, you were very good at. And, when you went into business coaching, it was because that was something which I'm going to say I don't want to say you fell into it. That's the wrong way of putting it. But it became available to you and it was sort of like a logical next step. Okay?
Right.
But frankly, it's never really been your first love.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what you've discovered is even though you could you could work with these people individually, it was ultimately a lot of, I'm sorry, I'm going to be monetary about this, but it was a lot more work per client to attain that income than it will be to do your hypnotherapy. And guess what? In working with all those business clients over the years, you really understand how to formulate that business. So it's like you went out to learn, because in teaching them and working with them, you learned. So now you have everything you need to be able to explode what you used to do into something much bigger and much more effective.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
This is going to be really, really good for you. Good luck.
I'm thrilled. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Lisa, who is next?
I had to find my button. I'm going to try Marcia again because I noticed that she went off, I think, and came back on.
Yeah, she may just have had a little difficulty with her phone there.
Marcia well, it says, there you go. Can you talk now, Marcia?
I hope so.
I hear you.
Awesome. Sandy, it's been a long time. This is Marsha Lynn, and I am amazingly grateful for my parents who are living with me now to go through this difficult time. I'm grateful for the gifts that I brought to this world to serve and help, and my family, my dear family, and my home. The list could go on and on, Sandy. I'm amazingly grateful for my life.
I'm glad. Thank you for sharing
And
that. It was good.
thank you for the meditation was fabulous. Thank you.
You're welcome. And
I
you
am
helped a lot.
I am a Sagittarius, born
Okay.
December 10th.
Okay. Almost happy reverse birthday. You're getting close to that June 5th. Here you are.
Yes, I am.
Second house, okay, is where all of you Sages are in this chart. This house, folks, although it's empty, is never really empty, okay? This house is all about your concerns, which have to do with, money. Where's the income going to come from? Your talents, your skills, your abilities. What do I really want to do? What do I want to develop next? I'm working with my parents. Do I have what I need to be able to do all the things with them? What am I going to do after I'm done doing that job? Because you're seeing that very much as a joy, but also a job. The opposition here is interesting because there's a part of Fortune and Venus in that eighth house. Now, you said parents, so I'm assuming both of your parents are with you.
Yes.
Based on this chart, it's likely that your mother will outlive your father. Okay.
Yes.
It's also likely that there's going to be a lot of benefits that will come to you, and that will be good. Meanwhile, I don't see you sitting back and waiting for that or depending upon that. I see you looking, well, I want to be able to take care of things and support myself. I want to earn a good living. Now, this is the mutable signs we're looking at, the Sagittarians, the Geminis, the Virgos, and the Pisces. This is part of a T-square, okay, in this chart. Moon in healing like what we just did. It was perfect. Universal healing. There it is, the moon in the house of humanity up there in Virgo. Opposing Neptune and Mercury. One of your big problems is that the place that you used to earn your living, things that you're going to develop the most money from, that will be really good for you financially, aren't the things that really make you feel good spiritually and creatively. Okay? Now, what I'm going to suggest to you is that you find a way that you can bring your spirituality into this talent, skill, this ability that can earn your living. Find a way to bring them together. And you know what my guides are showing me? There was a book and then a movie a long time ago that was called The Razor's Edge. And in part of that movie called The Razor's Edge, this guy who's seeking his, spiritual development, he's seeking to find himself. He ends up sitting in this boat in India with a little tiny boat, like a rowboat type of boat. And he's in this boat with this guy from India, and the guy's just sitting there washing dishes. And so, after a while of talking to him, the guy was absolutely amazing to talk to. So he talks to him for a while, and he finally picks up some dishes and he starts washing them too. And he's got a huge stack of dishes in this boat. It's like the guy just washes dishes all day. And finally, the seeker says, "Can I ask you why you know so much? You could be earning tons of money somewhere. Why are you sitting here in this boat? Why don't you own a house? Why don't you just live out here?" And "Oh, my son, but I do own all those things that you see. I've already done those. I'm here because I'm on my spiritual journey." And the kid said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "As far as your eye can see, look." And the kid looked around and he saw all these buildings, the whole town. And he said, "I own all this." Okay.
That's a nice story.
Well,
Thank you. That's very nice.
yeah, and that story was for you. Apparently, that's the position that you're in right now. Okay. There is a way to bring your spiritual journey into every single moment, every single thing that you do. And there's your challenge, there's your crisis. What can I do that I can make money, but I can still be on my journey? Did you get it?
Yes, I did. I did, and I'm grateful for that. That's a lovely message.
Yeah. Thank you.
My question for you, it's the story is wonderful and very fitting. I am on my journey. I am serving as both a healer. I have mediumship gifts and
Yeah.
psychic and healing, and I'm enjoying them tremendously. It's slow coming, but the people are amazing. I help with animals. I work both with animals and people. Just want to see when I'm going to get over this hump, and because I am also learning for myself.
And what hump are you trying to get over? There are many humps. Which one are you?
That's for sure. I just that this is my sole income, and that I can, meet all my responsibilities and enjoy life. I mean, I enjoy life, but I mean to go from surviving to thriving.
Okay.
I guess that's the way.
And this is now going to make more sense because I'm going to tell you another story, only this story is mine. And I will really apologize to everyone here that I'm boring you with because you've heard this one before. All the way back in the 1970s, I was working as a safety engineer. And as a safety engineer, I was earning a large amount of money for those times. Now, at the same time, I was writing a spiritual book. I was teaching psychic development classes. And I was also doing psychic readings. So I was basically exactly where you are, right? And my problem with and I was supporting the household. So my problem was how to get from the safety engineer salary, which was doing the supporting, to being able to earn my whole income,
Right.
doing all the things that I, Sandy Anastasi, am doing now. Okay? Obviously,
Right.
I made it, didn't I?
Obviously, yes.
Right. If I can do it, you can too. But I had to do something very scary. First, I had to do both things together. I had to take care of all the support stuff until I was stable enough with my income through safety engineering that I had built up a clientele with classes, a clientele with readings. I had to have that nest egg of people that were now my
Mhm.
people that would follow me and learn and study with me. But not really an even balance. My income from safety engineering was way up here, right? And my
Right.
income from all the other things that I loved was way down here. Now that's where you're at right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And the problem is there are only 24 hours in a day, and I wasn't even sleeping. How to get from here to here is what you're asking. And you
Right.
cannot do it if you're still depending on everything coming from the big salary. So you have some choices. You can do your day job for 2 days or 3 days and do the things you love for the other part of the week. You can do your day job during the day and do those other things you love at night. But sooner or later, and my guys were saying, right now you're at the stage where you have to marry them, you have to merge them, you have to find a way where they can work together. Why? Because if you put too much pressure, and you've already found this out, if you put too much pressure on your mediumship and your psychic work to pay the bills, you aren't as good at it, are you? Okay.
Very good.
Psychic work is really interesting. It comes from your heart. It comes from your love of what you do. It comes through you when it's at its best. When it's just a job, it falls flat,
No.
and
Yep.
you're not tapping your greatest skill or your greatest ability. So it's got to be that higher level.
Right. Absolutely.
Got to do something that's going to take the pressure off. Now you're at that point right now where you can start playing the game, which is where I was at for a long time. Now, there's going to come another stage. And the primary income is still going to be coming from the day job, but you're going to have established your clientele, your foundation, your base. And then you're going to have a really scary thing. You're going to have to let the day job go, and you're going to have to trust to the universe that you're good enough to get those return clients and to develop all the things that you need that are going to keep your work going. And you're going to need to find all the different ways that your clients need your work. It's not the same for everyone. Okay?
Right.
And it's a scary thing to do. And if you are very security conscious, which right now in your life you are, you're going to need to set it up in a way that you can say, well, if it doesn't work, I have a backup plan. Okay? And the reason I say that isn't because it won't work. It's because you need to take the fear aspect out of it. Because as long as there's insecurity and fear, you won't be able to perform at your peak level. Okay?
Right.
So
I had a one. Go ahead.
no, you go. Go ahead.
I have horses, and I meditate in the barn, which I truly enjoy. And this morning, it was very fortuitous that today we would be talking. I don't really work with. I don't. I'm not fearful. I'm never fearful. I left New Hampshire to start over in Georgia, so I'm not fearful. But I got a wonderful message. This is the time. And when you have your two hands together, it was the time to just go forward. I trust 100%. I'm probably the most undying optimist, but I just kind of wondered if you saw a timeline, that's all.
Now, the timeline is yours. Okay? My guides can show you the progression, and they can tell you, look, Sandy did this, you can do this. Folks, anybody can do this. Okay? You are going to do your best work when you're doing what you love. That's the way life works, okay? And you're being given an opportunity now. Look at this T-square. There's Moon opposition Neptune and Mercury. And part of what's going on with you now is your parents are with you, and you want to make sure they're taken care of. And also, there's the parental expectation, what they expect you to do with your life going on here. We all have that. And here's the square part. Here's the other part of the T. We have planets on this end that's talking about it, and talking about all this helps. It really does. And getting a plan of attack helps. That is going to be very important for you. Having a time plan, all these things will be important. But this T-square is pushing outward into the sign Sagittarius. So you are right. This is your time. And you know that, like I said, it has levels. You have the day job, then you have the balance between the day job and what you love, and gradually you can't do it all. Your choice has to be made. And when you make that choice, step into what you love and expect that momentarily there will be a drop in income. And that's okay. But realize you're going to have more time. You're going to have more hours to put into it. So you can make that up. And my next part of my story is the year that I gave up safety engineering, that year, by the end of the year, with my psychic work, I was making the same salary I was making as a safety engineer. Okay? Got it all back pretty quickly. And you will too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sandy, you're a blessing. Thank you very, very much.
You're very welcome. And who's next on our list?
Alrighty, the next little victim tonight is going to be Kelly. Kelly, you are unmuted.
Hi, Sandy. Hi, Lisa. Thank you very much for your healing session. I really loved it. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. I am very grateful for my family. And so far, so good with the flu. I do have one cousin that has it, but last I heard she was getting through it okay. So I'm just thankful for family. And I'm a Libra.
And talking about Libras, I just talked about them a whole lot because our Capricorn caller, a couple of callers back, was on the same, cardinal axis that you are on. There's a little bit of a difference though, because right now you're really doing a lot of heartfelt soul searching. And that's because Libra's falling on this house of dreams and inward looking, and it talks about psychology, getting in touch with your intuition. And boy, oh boy, are you doing a lot of this right now. And in the process, you are doing a whole lot of healing, aren't you? There's this looks like it's a super healing time for you. Very, very important time period. Healing from what? From the past, from mistakes you might have made, from mistakes other people might have made. Incidentally, I don't believe in mistakes. I believe there are long ways around the mountain, and then there are short routes over the mountain. Okay? No mistakes. Everything is just a different learning curve. Okay? So here we go. You have been doing this deep thinking, looking back, weighing things, understanding because you're a Libra, everything in your life always concerns relationships of one kind or another. So you've been looking back at all these people issues, and guess what? You've been setting yourself free. And what I know is that when the dust clears from all the stuff that's going on, you are going to be shooting off like a rocket ship because you are digesting everything right now and you're growing from it. You're a sponge, you're a psychic sponge, absorbing everything that you need to be your jet fuel for stepping forward. So, what is your specific question?
Well, my specific question tonight, I've been taking care of my mom for a while now, and she's been having a lot of medical problems, and we just finally got doctor appointments set up for her. It's taken a while, and they're supposed to happen over the next couple of weeks, this week and next week. And I guess with everything that's going on, I just wanted to make sure that we should continue on with those doctor appointments, and are there specific things that I don't already know in my head that we need to focus on with those doctors? Is there advice from my guides or your guides for anything that I'm not seeing?
Okay, all you folks, I want you to pay attention because you're about to get a little astrology lesson. I knew some really important health questions were going to come up tonight, not just that this was going to have a healing circle with it, but also health questions, because Moon in Virgo is one of the two healing signs in the zodiac, almost always involved with the health field or healing field, and opposing psychic healing, energy healing, Neptune and Mercury in Pisces. So there's a lot of healing energy in this group with us tonight, and a lot of concern about health issues. So many of you who are on this call are super concerned about the virus, but you're also concerned about, as you are, individual people in your family that are your concern, in your case, your mom. Now, here's the thing with your mom. Moon represents your mother, by the way. And here it is in opposition with that Neptune Mercury. You're the kid who wants to do the best for your mom, and you know something's going on and she needs a better diagnosis than she's got. Now, here's the one question. As long as we have this Moon Neptune energy happening, remember, this is a throwaway chart, so this is just for tonight, but this is giving me the story. It's saying that, mom has a whole lot of things that are buried. So her symptoms are burying other issues. I think your biggest concern is, will she be safe from the virus? And my guides tell me yes. She's not going to have a problem with the virus if she gets her doctor appointments taken care of. But they also tell me that there are two different things going on with her right now, and neither one has been properly diagnosed. So, armed with that knowledge, what I would say is that go ahead with those doctor's appointments and then schedule additional appointments so that you can get the opinions of two different doctors, or three if you can get the medical to pay for it. But you need that second opinion to make sure that the tests are being looked at properly, that the proper diagnosis for her is happening. I think she's going to do okay. I see a lot of expense involved with this, which is going to bother her and bother you. But I don't think you need to put it off. Matter of fact, it's probably better if you don't.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And the synopsis at the beginning was very true as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Folks, I dearly wish that this psychic hour was longer this evening. We had an abbreviated psychic hour, but I think it was well worth it because of all the wonderful healing energy that you shared and that you helped to send out to the whole planet. Everybody, thank you so much for being here with me. Remember, if I didn't answer your question tonight, and I know there are quite a few of you on here, so it may take me time to get to you, but if you send me a simple question, what's on your mind, what you need help with, before tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, I promise you over the next week or two, as time permits, I will answer that question for you. I'm good at it. I do answer those questions. Thank you very much, folks. I love you all. I'm so glad that you could be here with me tonight. Again, my heart to your heart. Thank you. Good night.